In this lesson, we will be going over how to solve expressions with variables. This video provides 3 examples. If you would like more practice problems and solutions, there are a few worksheets provided in the description box below. For our first example, we have a equals 5 and b equals 10 for the expression 2a plus 10b plus 1/4 b squared. The first thing we need to do is to plug in our values for the expression. So anywhere you see an a, plug in a 5, and anywhere you see a b, plug in a 10. So let's go ahead and write out our expression. 2a plus 10b plus 1/4 b squared. So let's plug in our values for a and b, which is 5 and 10. So we have 2 times 5 plus 10 times 10 plus 1/4 times 10 squared. Now we have our expression all in numbers, and in order to solve for this expression, or to simplify this expression, we use the order of operations, or PEMDAS. And since this expression has no parentheses, and these parentheses don't count because they are considered just placeholders for our values, so we end up figuring out our exponent. And we see here that we have one exponent that we have to figure out, which is going to be 10 squared. So 10 squared is going to be 100. And the rest of the equation we write out and leave the same so that we know which step we have to figure out and solve next in the order of operations. So now this is what our expression looks like. We have 2 times 5 plus 10 times 10 plus 1/4 times 100. And we have to simplify this even further, so the next up in our order of operations we have multiplication. And when we have multiple of an operation, whether that is addition or subtraction or division, you'll always start with the leftmost side of the equation and you work your way right. So always start from left to right. So in this instance, we're going to start with 2 times 5, which is 10. And then we have 10 times 10, which is 100. And then we have 1/4 times 100, which is 25. From here, we further simplify this, and again we have multiple addition that we have to figure out. So we start from the leftmost part of our expression, which is 10 plus 100, so that will be 110. And then we bring down the 25, and we have 110 plus 25. Then we simplify this even further and we get 135. So for our expression, when a equals 5 and b equals 10, we have 135. For our second example, we have a equals 2, b equals 6, and c equals 3 for the expression a minus, in parentheses, 10b plus c to the third power. So we have our expression written out over here. Now all we have to do is plug in our values for a, b, and c. So let's go ahead and do that. We have 2 for a minus 10, and then 6 for b. Then for c we have a 3. And this is our values that we are going to have in our parentheses, so we use brackets. Again, we're going to follow the order of operations to simplify this, so PEMDAS. And since our expression has parentheses, we are going to look at this first and simplify this section first. So in our parentheses, what is the first thing that we should solve? We have here our exponent, so 3 to the third power, which will be 27. And next order of operation, we have multiplication, which will be our 10 times 6. So 10 times 6 is 60, and we add that. Now let's make this look a little neater. We'll bring down the 2 and then put our values here in parentheses. So this is what we have to solve, the 60 plus 27, which equals 87. And now we are left with 2 minus 87. And when we solve it, we get negative 85 for our simplified expression. And lastly, for our third example, we have a equals 5 and b equals 10 for the expression 5a squared divided by b. So let's write out our expression, 5a squared over b, and now we just fill in our a and our b for 5 and 10. So we have 5 times 5 squared over 10. Again, we'll follow the order of operations, PEMDAS. We don't really have anything in parentheses. Again, this parentheses is just a placeholder for our values. So that means the next order of operation is going to be the exponent. So our exponent here is 5 squared, which will equal 25. So we have 5 times 25 over 10. So when we multiply 5 by 25, we get 125 over 10. And this simplifies to 12.5. Therefore, this simplified expression will be 12.5 when the values of 5 for A and 10 for B are used. Again, if you would like more practice problems, check out the links in the description box below. And as always, if you like this video, go ahead and give it a like and subscribe for more videos.